Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Oakland Raiders. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Down, 185. Here we go, G, get off the field. Hey, 734. 80 weapon. Check three.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And some room to work. A huge play there right off the bat. 51 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Down. Check Mike 6. 180. 180. We're good. 280.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wentz. Hit Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Wentz going to throw, and he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Tim Williams drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Express. Like 6. Get set. 6. That's it.
Carr now to throw. Open man is Trey Burton. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
On first down, it's Hines. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
185.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Check your hot read.
White Monday down.
Hey, check Mike. Mike 6.
29. 29. That's it.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Eagles' 36-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Mike 6.
Hey, check Mike. Mike 6.
I don't think you got it, son. 637. Raider 2.
Now Carr. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
You ready? White. Go team, spill.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Working from the gun, Wentz. His throw caught right around the 6. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there, under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Markel Lee. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It's second down and goal.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On 2nd and goal, Wentz toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Maurice Hurst with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 34. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, in first place in their division. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
After the sack on first down, Carr has got it to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
94. Raider 1. White Monday down. X3. 218, chopper.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Raider 9. You don't want 9. Topper. Check 9, check 9.
This is Hines. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Rush in. Rush in.
Carr now on first down. The open man here, Renfro. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Check hot route. 29.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, 734.
Here's Hines. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
6-6, bullet high. Check Mike 6, Mike 6.
Let's put him on the buses.
Raider 1.
Put him on the bus.
OP. Under crunch. Check.
To throw on third down, Carr. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Carlson able to put this one through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
So the face mask certainly helps things as they'll start up past the 30 on first down. Throwing now is Wentz. Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Right down. 93. 180.
Hey, check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6. Let's go one more. Mike 6. Mike 6. Blue Dan. Safe. Check.
From the gun, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
To throw, it's Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Quick dash. Come.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
Hey, we're good. You ready?
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Down. You ready?
6. Switch up.
Shift.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Going deep here for Parker. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Wentz now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Now Wentz out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Second down and goal. Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Keenan Allen, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but it'll be second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2.
Hey, check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6. Hey, let's get in them holes.
Carr to throw again. He may try and run for this. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Express. Hey, check Mike 6.
Now this time Carl throws. He'll get that complete to the tight end Harris. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Mike down. 180. Push him back. Push him back.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the Eagles' 25-yard line.
Set. 180.
Watch twist.
Quick throw caught out wide by Renfro. That one a first down pickup. Of 8.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Touchdown. You got cute, son. He took you to school.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Kill.
Coach C. Recon, 132 fighter.
Now Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Tight right. Everyone, you got 4 down. Mike 6.
Now a play fake. Carr. Forced out to his left. And this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They get a big amount back. 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. So out comes the field goal team once more. The kick by Carlson is good. and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Wentz now on first down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. Play action. Now Wentz. Caught by Allen. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. So first and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun now for Wentz. It gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. To throw is Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the fourth. Elliott on for the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter.
Makes the score Eagles 20, Raiders 19.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Carr now to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds. According to the head linesman, incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Throwing his Wentz. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 33 yards that time. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. From the gun, it's Wentz. This is caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you down.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Raider one.
Hey, check Mike 6, Mike 6.
Get him.
And the blitz does come. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Von Bell.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Here comes a big one as this crowd gets up making some noise. It's 3rd and short. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Wentz connecting with his tight end, Goddard, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, check, 4 down.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Go. Ready?
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Today's final score, Eagles 27.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Eagles, they continue to put themselves in position for a